Woo! Hey, good morning, everybody. Um, I got up to use bathroom early in the morning, and I decided why don't I check the Warhammer community page to see if the Deathwatch thing hit yet? And guess what? It has. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. I have been poring over it for the last 40 minutes or so, trying to look at the little keyword interactions and things, and I want to talk about it. This is pretty interesting, actually. We have some wins and some losses, and I have some questions. So, welcome to the chat. Thank you for joining me, and let's dive in. So, Deathwatch Army rule is kill teams. So this has not changed as far as I can possibly tell from anything that this was before. But the mixed kill teams are back. I was really worried actually that they weren't going to have mixed kill teams anymore. The Proteus kill team is gone, I'll let you know that, but we have a new jump pack one, Talon Strike, that is available. There were changes to all of them, to what you can take in all of them, and yeah, I'm excited. What's up, Dan Legion? Thanks for joining me, man. Yeah, let's go. This is pretty interesting. So, mixed kill teams are back. I am so happy. That is like quintessential Deathwatch, because they're switching in 10th edition to like what's in the box is what you can take as a unit. I was really worried that they were gonna just axe that entirely, but here we are. Bam. So we can bring other Adeptus Astartes units, and that's incredible to fill the gaps in our very meager data sheets. So if you want to bring those Vindicators, you can. There's a list specifically of things we cannot bring here, and as far as I can tell, it's everything that we were restricted from before. Unfortunately, that includes scout squads, which is an important piece of the scoring builds for Space Marine lists. But oh well, we're all elite veterans, so no scouts here. There's some stuff about you can bring Kill Team Cassius, but it's Legends anyway, and this is a competitive podcast, so we don't care. Mission tactics is exactly the same. At the start of your command phase, you pick one of the three. You can use each one once a game, and for the entire turn, you have either sustained hits from Fur Tactics, you have lethal hits from Malleus Tactics, or you have precision on critical attacks only from Pergatus. So that's exactly the same. This is a great rule. It adds some flexibility. Hey Ken, what's up, man? Yeah, I'm glad that you joined me, man. This is great. I was kind of hoping they changed to special issue ammo as the like detachment rule or the army rule, but I have good news about that too. So this is perfectly good. I don't want to sound like I'm sad. So stratagems, we have armor of contempt. Everybody knows it. Everybody loves it. I'm gonna get to the SAI in a bit because wow. Adaptive tactics is the same, up to 2 kill teams. This is important. A bunch of our data sheets got the kill team keyword that didn't have it before. Up to 2 kill team units from your army may pick a different or reuse a mission tactic. So if you need lethal hits on 2 units, if you need precision on 2 units, you can do that for 1 CP. That's awesome. And then we have site-to-site teleportation. At the end of your opponent's fight phase, you get uppy downy on 2 kill teams or 1 Adeptus Astartes infantry unit. It's exactly the same. You place them into strategic reserve. They gain deep strike, and then that means you can bring them down in your next movement phase at the end of it. It's important to note that this gets deep strike because there's some cool interactions with other rules later, and that matters. All right, so SAI. I've only started playing this game since 9th or the very end of 8th. The army was removed. So I don't know if any of the facts that existed before count. But as I understand it, the latest rules are the ones that you go through, and these are now the latest written rules. And the latest written rules for all the SAI remove the bolter only restriction. That's insane. And I'll show you why in a little bit with some of the new data sheets. That's insane. Hey, Sindri, what's up, Lex? Thanks for joining, guys. So, yeah, this is wild. They did change it so it only targets kill team units, but that's fine. We got a lot more kill team units. So anybody who's like, you know, worried about, oh, and they did not remove the like dev wounds thing. So you're fine there. Yeah, so we get +2 anti-infantry cyclone missile launchers back. We get +2 anti-infantry flamers for in, you know, where we get our new flamers, which I'll get to in a bit. This is really, really strong. Yeah, I am excited about the SAI. Otherwise, they're the same as they've always been. But if you're tuning in now and you don't know how Deathwatch works, we have 3 SAI strat. One of them changes all the guns in that unit to include the anti-infantry 2+ and anti-monster 5+ ability. They cannot be used together on the same unit, so you can't stack these. But this is the I'm sorry, let me slow down. Hellfire rounds is the standout because until the end of the shooting phase, ranged weapons equipped by models in your unit have the anti-infantry 2+ and the anti-monster 5+ abilities. So you can't do this with devastating wounds weapons, but which makes sense because that's nuts. But it's very good. Kraken rounds. This one was always one of my favorites. Looks like Damned Legion just actually spouted it in chat. This one improves AP of all shooting attacks by 1, but also increases your range by 6. That's pretty big. So you can have, you know, 18-inch flamers now on our aggressors, all kinds of stuff that people maybe don't expect. Like they're like, oh, I'm out of range from your flamers, and then you just spend a CP and roll a whole bunch of dice. It's great. Then Dragonfire rounds can also be really clutch because it gives the entire unit assault and ignores cover. So if you really need to get a unit into a position to do an action or whatever, they removed that actually, right? You don't need to be eligible to shoot. So so never mind there. But like you can get assault to an entire 10-man like Terminator brick now. It's really cool. I'm glad that they changed that when they nerfed it to bolters only and didn't give anything else to bolters. It basically neutered the army. It made it competitively nearly unplayable, except for specific Indomitor kill team builds, which weren't that great at the time anyway, compared to other armies. All right. Getting into the enhancement now, but stratagems are a total win. Total win. Thief of Secrets has changed, or I think it's changed. Anyway, you improve the strength, damage, and AP of the bearer's melee by 1. At the end of the fight phase, if 1 or more enemy models were destroyed by a melee attack, you improve the strength, damage, and AP of the bearer's melee weapons by 2. So it used to be a big thing to stick this on an Indomitor or a captain in the Gravis armor, and his power fist becomes like strength 10, AP -4, damage 4 for the rest of the game, which is nuts. And then you can always pop the like 3 extra attack thing. It's really cool. The OCS key hasn't changed. It's still bad. No one's gonna buy this thing, but if you want to know what it is, it's a Watchmaster or Tech Marine only. At the start of your opponent's shooting phase, you choose one enemy vehicle that aren't Titanic within 12 inches and visible to the bearer. So you have to be about to be shot. It's in your opponent's shooting phase, and then it makes a leadership test. If it passes, it's at -1 to hit. If it fails, it just doesn't shoot. I don't see anybody taking this. This is exactly the same as it was before, and no one took it then either. Beacon Angelus was slightly nerfed, but it's still very good. Adeptus Astartes model only. Models in the bearer's unit have deep strike. In addition, you can target this bearer's unit with rapid ingress for 1 CP, or for 0 CP. 0 CP. So you already see the combinations here with the site-to-site teleportation strat and Beacon Angelus. That unit is going to rapid ingress for free throughout the entire game. You're going to grab him to grab it off the board. You're going to drop it down for free in your opponent's movement phase. You're going to move up. You're going to shoot and charge whatever you need. It's gnarly and it's great. Tome of Ectoclades, pour one out for our homie. The strange rules interaction that allowed it to also still give the original index Space Marines reroll all wounds has been removed. It's now only reroll hits. Wah wah wah. But we got SAI back. I don't care. This is great. After you've selected your Oath of Moment target, the bearer can use this in enhancement. If it does, you select another unit. It's only once per game, but that's 2 units that have oaths. So if 2 units need to die that turn, there you go. Still very good. I still think we'll see Tome on every single Deathwatch list. All right, the data sheet. So remember, this is the entire index because we technically weren't in the game mostly, but now we're back. So Vect was removed off this bad boy. Otherwise, he's still great. He still is able to shoot and charge, or make his entire unit shoot or charge after they've advanced or fallen back. With the Dragonfire rounds, you get assault, so you'll be able to move, shoot, and charge in the same turn all the time with this dude. He's pretty good. And then the reducing CP of the stratagem used on that unit by 1 is huge for CP efficiency. Yeah, right. They were in the game, then they were in the game, then we were in the game. No, yeah, and now we're back. I think the only problem with him is he can only go on Deathwatch veterans and he can only go on Fortis kill team, but we'll get to that more later. The Deathwatch veterans are still great. The Fortis kill team, there's more options now. Watch Captain Artemis. I don't think he changed, but I don't really remember, honestly, because I remember he was kind of bad, so nobody took him anyway. He still has the pop-up with on a 2+, like he gets to come back to life, and he gives his entire unit lethal hits. I don't think he changed. That's a great comment, Lex. So I think it'll Brarian with the Tome, rapid ingressing flamer squads for Overwatch with a +4 invul, or you could actually do that with this. Well, I guess there's no flamers available for the Spectres kill team, but anyway. Yeah, so this is cool. Well, watch Captain Artemis isn't cool. I mean, this is cool. Like, this index is cool. Deathwatch veterans have not changed. They are exactly the same. They still have the kill team keyword. They are still battle line. They are still good. They are still power armor. They have a few Astartes shields in there for some 4-up invuls, but otherwise they die pretty easily. Nothing I saw here in the war gear options changes what they can take. And they still have the weird Sternguard veteran squad attachment restriction, but okay. So, oh, they're pretty decent, right? You always reroll a hit roll of 1 with these boys, and if they're and if they don't have the Imperium or Chaos keyword, they're always rerolling all their hits. So, pretty solid. They're good. Deathwatch Terminator Squad. So I was just picking this data sheet apart when I decided, screw it, I'm going live. So you can bring 10 mans, you can bring 5 mans. I don't think anything that nothing that they can take has changed. They can still take all the same amount of heavy weapons, so 3 in a squad. So even a 10-man can still only have 3 heavy weapons, but that means a 5-man can have 3 heavy weapons. You still get the teleport Homer that every other Terminator squad in the game gets. And then you have the Terminus Assault, so you can reroll charges. That's amazing. And then there's something about making the enemy unit take a battle shock test. Okay. If they're Xenos, they take it at 1 worse as well. Whatever. Yeah. So why I decided to go live is after reading all of this and like being super jazzed, I saw this part here. So you can bring 10 Terminators. Any number of them can have their Power Fist and Storm Bolter replaced with the following: Thunder Hammer and Storm Shield. So you can have a reroll charging 10-man, 40 wound Terminator, Thunder Hammer, Storm Shield, brick. If you want a little bit of shooting, you drop 3 of those Thunder Hammer Storm Shields for some Cyclone Missile launchers or plasma cannons or whatever you want, heavy flamers, and you have a great time. They also gained the Kill Team keyword. So yeah, you can grab 2 of these guys off the board all the time. You can continually give these guys, sustained hits 1 or lethal hits into really heavy infantry or really heavy vehicles. Yeah, they gained the Kill Team keyword. That's actually huge. They still only hit on 4s, but you're probably going to be oathing whatever that they're actually going into. It fits in a Corvus now? Did they change how much the Corvus can carry? Damned, I didn't see that. Honestly, I'm sad. Like the Corvus is the best looking flyer in the game. I will die on that hill. I have put it on the board like twice ever, both in 9th, and it immediately died. I have not used it in 10th either. It can fit 12 Adeptus Astartes infantry or Kill Team models. Okay. Yeah, wow. Kill Team. There it is. Nice. Okay, yeah, so it fits in a Corvus, so you can deliver those 10 Terminators from a Corvus. That's pretty cool. 10 and a leader even. Wait, no. Yeah, 12. Yeah, no, you can because it's Kill Team. Oh, it does say each Jump Pack Gravis or Terminator model takes up 2 slots. And then if you scroll up to the army rule, it says, for the purpose of determining which models can embark within a transport, Kill Team models follow the normal restrictions listed on the transport. Okay, so no, you can't fit them all in there. They did think that one through. But that would have been wild. I still don't know if the Corvus is worth taking. Flyers are just not that great. This thing doesn't have that many guns. It's not that tough. So, I don't know. Poor Corvus. It's so beautiful. I want it to be very, very good. All right, so the Talon Strike Kill Team is the new one. So they removed the Proteus Kill Team and they added the Talon Strike. Talon Strike is basically all the jump pack guys, all of them. So it's heavy intercessor with jump pack, so that's gonna be inceptors, and then it's all the intercessors with jump pack. So you'll notice none of the kill teams have any firstborn models in them at all, except the I mean the named kill teams, not the units with the kill team keyword. But anyway, yeah, none of them have firstborn models anymore. They're all primaris. So this one's interesting because you can combine the Gravis with the Tacticus armor. Otherwise, they follow all the, you know, like Indomitor is Gravis and Fortis is Tacticus, but this one you can switch them up. So you can put yeah, you can actually just make these guys 5 Inceptors. I don't know why you would. You lose the 3-inch deep strike, but anyway, I'm not convinced. Maybe one of you guys knows a power play on this one. But the Talon Strike doctrines say, so first of all, they get deep strike. That's fine, because that's what the jump pack guys always get. But the Talon Strike doctrines are a little strange. It says, each time this unit is set up on the battlefield until the end of the turn, you improve the AP of all weapons by 1. So that's really good for shooting units automatically, right? You drop them down, they have +1 AP, you can grab them back up with sight-to-sight teleportation afterwards. So 5-man Inceptors can hit even harder now. But then the other one that's weird is melee weapons equipped by models in this unit have the Lance ability. But other than the Terminator squad, I don't see a way, and the command reroll stratagem, I don't see a way to like guarantee, or like not even guarantee, but make charges more likely in the whole book. So if you're going to make a melee one of these, you have to put them on the board and then just pray you get that 9-inch, the 9-inch charge to get Lance. So I think that's a little weird. Otherwise, though, I could totally see Inceptors dropping down with +1 AP and just being even more of a menace than usual. Yeah, and you could add SAI for another -1. That's true. Toughness increase? What do you mean? Sindri, I'm sorry. Was that about the Corvus? I don't think it's T10. I think it was always T10. So, yeah, I don't know. The Talon Strike one is a little weird because of the Lance and then having no way to guarantee or make charges more likely, and relying on those 9-inch deep strike charges is really bad. Ask me how I know. I play Grey Knights. Cool. So, I mean, honestly, like, cool tech. Like, it's not bad at all. The deep strike is great. You can drop them behind enemy lines in a small unit to do actions, all kinds of great, like, scoring stuff. All right, the Fortis kill team changed quite a bit. So I know a lot of us were really complaining about the fact that, like, especially the Fortis, it was glaring. Old kill teams, you used to have to take 5 intercessors, then you could take your special models. I don't know if you've noticed that restriction has been removed from like every kill team now. So you don't have to take 5 of the base units and then special guys. You can take combos of them. So for instance, you can have a kill team sergeant and then 0 to 4 Hell Blasters, 0 to 4 Pyroblasters, and then like 2 guys with 2 Desolator Marines. So you don't have to take oh, I guess you have to take 2 Intercessors. So that still opens up a lot of possibilities for the special special weapons though. So yeah, it's a 3-man tax now instead of 5, I guess, so that's not too bad. I guess it's true with the intercessors in with jump pack too, so I'm wrong. Oh well, 3-man's better than 5-man tax. But For this kill team, the only thing we could really take of any value beforehand was Hellblasters. Now we can take Pyroblasters, we can take Hellblasters, and we can take Desolator Marines. Which, even though the nerf guns look ridiculous, that's a very potent anti-tank unit, possibly. It all depends on the points, which is the one thing I haven't actually dug into very far. But yes, so you can take, in a 5-man, you could have 2 Pyroblasters if you need somebody to control your backfield or whatever. I don't know why you wouldn't bring Infiltrators, but just an example, you can have one of them with 2 Flamers. Going with a Sergeant. Oh, I see. So Sindri's asking about the Talon Strike team and the toughness. So the Talon Strike team's T6 is because that's an Inceptor model, and that's what their normal toughness is. They did state at the top in the mission rules that it's you know how the like mixed toughness works. So with the Talon team, you have to take 3 normal jumpy boys, 3 normal Tacticus like jumpy boys, and then you can take a 0 to 5 Inceptors. Yeah. Now that I know about the 3-man tax, honestly, I don't even think the Talon Strike is all that great. It seems like this is it seems like this might be the dud kill team now. It just doesn't really jive with the rest of the army. I don't know. But yeah, I'm sad that we lost the Proteus, but I understand why. Anyway, yeah, Talon. All right. So for this kill team, the doctrines are the same, which makes me a sad panda, because Fortis doctrine is each time a model in this unit makes an attack that targets a unit that is below its starting strength, add 1 to the hit roll. If the attack targets a unit that is below half strength, add 1 to the hit roll and 1 to the wound roll. This game's so deadly that what you need is that bonus, but like against units at full strength or above half strength or something. So this is meh. Like the idea of having to set up some combo where you need to plink a wound off like a knight so that these guys get +1 to hit, but then they don't bring many guns that are worth like doing all that for. So I don't know. The Fortis doctrine is still a little weird. Talon Squad looks like you load up on heavy bolters, making them AP2 on deep strike and add another AP with Kraken and exploding hits. Yeah, you could have AP -3. I mean, if you're firing into a unit with cover, you could even give them dragon rounds, and then they have effectively AP -4 from heavy bolt pistols. But I don't know. It depends on the points. If they're cheap, throw some in there, I guess. I haven't looked at the points at all. Oh, a Fortis is 200 points. 2 missiles and 4 Hellblasters. Or is that... Okay, anyway. Yeah, I don't know. I'll show you why, and it's because the Indomitor kill team is a fucking cracked shooting unit now. So the Indomitor kill team, these guys won. These guys won the whole index from what I can tell. So you have to take kill team heavy intercessors. Oh no, because they're fantastic. If you look here, the Indomitor doctrines is each time this model makes a ranged attack that targets the closest eligible unit, or makes a melee attack in a turn in which it charged, you improve the strength by 2. That's wild. Okay. If you go back to the Thief of Secrets thing, you put that captain in here, he's now a strength 12 Power Fist. uh, but the shooting, like the let's just go over the shooting first. So the Deathwatch heavy bolt rifle is what all the heavy intercessors are equipped with. It has by default assault, heavy, and lethal hits. If you target the closest eligible unit, it's a strength 7 shot at 2 AP, 2 damage. You could make that AP 3 if you want. Like, and it's assault and heavy. So Bolt Storm aggressors. Oh, I guess Bolt Storm doesn't have assault. Oh, okay. Well, whatever. I mean, you could just make a 10-man of heavy intercessors, and they could just run around all over the place all day long, firing. And then they also, the heavy bolter, which is also on the heavy intercessors, is assault, heavy, lethal hits, and sustained hits 1. So you like the heavy bolter have 2 of your mission tactics all game long, all the time. They're assault and heavy. Stand still plus 1 to hit. Advance and shoot. That's incredible. All at strength 7 with -2 AP. Like potentially even out to, 36-inch range for the bolt rifle, or 42-inch range for the like heavy bolter. That's wild. That's so good. Strength 7. These guys even punching, just their normal punches are strength 6 now. No AP and 1 damage, but like they're still punching you for strength 6. And then you can add 3 aggressors into this squad. So you can have a 5-man with 2 aggressors in it with frag storm launchers and auto bolt gauntlets, which are twin link. So you're rerolling wounds. You're probably rerolling hits from Oath, and then you have strength 6 bolters, strength 6 frag storms, rerolling wounds, and then you can add SAI on top. Like, and then if anything's left, you charge it, and guess what? The aggressors have strength 10 power fists. Like, what? And Sindri, I won't forget. You put eradicators in this bad boy. They're strength 11 melta into the closest eligible unit. You can only bring 3 of them max, but like that's strength 11 melta. That people have been complaining all edition long that melta feels weak into vehicles because their strength is rarely higher than the toughness of vehicles. You'll be wounding most vehicles in the game on 4s. I mean, like big knights, stompa, things like that, you'll still be wounding on 5s, but like, that's awesome. So the Indomitor team like won out hard. You can beacon these guys, rapid ingress them, constantly drop down. They shoot something to death. You grab them at the end of your opponent's fight phase, assuming they aren't in engagement range. Actually, that stipulation is still in the strat, right? That would be insane if they removed that stipulation. Yes, okay. And are not within engagement range. So yeah, these are shooty as hell now. I hope that they're expensive or more expensive, because that's so much firepower. Yeah, T11 Castle and Knight means you're still gonna be wounding them mostly on 4s. Whew, yeah, the Indomitor is tough now. And don't forget that all of those guys are they're all 3 wounds T6 by default. So like they're kind of a hard nut to crack by themselves. No invuls, which sucks, but like T6 is a nice place to be with your infantry. All right, Spectrus. They get Scout 6. They get Infiltrator. nothing changed about what they can take. They can still take a few sniper rifles and stuff. The Deathwatch Marksman Bolt Carbine, all this changed again. They have heavy lethal hits, assault on the Oculus Bolt carbine. They still get a feel no pain from the Helix Gauntlet. You can gain 1 CP if you target them with a strat. So, for instance, you could use site-to-site teleportation, choose these guys, and a 10-man Terminator brick. You could remove them both from the board, roll 1d6 on a 5+, you get that CP back. Bam. Instigator Bolt Carbine. I don't know if this was on the Spectre's kill team before, but in your shooting phase, you can move after you shoot, so you can like pop out from behind a ruin, shoot, and move back. You can't charge after that, but the big thing is Spectre's Doctrines hasn't changed. At the end of your opponent's turn, if you're more than 6 inches away from all enemy units, you get uppy downy. So they get to be removed from the battlefield instantly anyway, if you want to. So that's kind of... This is kind of our scoring unit because we don't get scouts. Scout 6 and Infiltrator is nice as well. Yeah, and then here's the armory stuff here. So it says some kill team models may be equipped with 1 or more weapons whose profile is not listed on the datasheet. So in the Fortis kill team, you could give one of the guys the grenade launcher, which is nice. I don't think we were able to do that before, and you know, that's a little more firepower. If you need it, strength 9, -2, D3 damage, not bad. Okay, so here's the points. Corvus Blackstar 180, Terminator Squad 360, so that's 36 points a model. The Fortis kill team is ooh, wait, it says 10 models. So you can only take these in 10-mans? You can't take kill teams in 5-mans. The Indomitor kill team is 270. That's amazing. Wow. I wish I'd read this. Hold on one moment. My cat's scratching at the door. I'll be right back. The joys of live streaming. Yeah, that's gnarly. Indomitor kill team is 270 for all that shooting, all that strat support, and all that mobility. Talon's too expensive. I don't know. The more we were talking about Talon in this, the less I liked it anyway. Wow, yeah, and the Deathwatch vets at 20 points a model are a steal too. And don't forget, like, we can bring Infiltrators, we can bring Vindicators, we can bring all that meta stuff. We can bring Gladiator Lancers, Gladiator Reapers, Repulsor Executioner. You know, we can bring all that stuff too. Again, we're back, baby. We're a little different, but we're back, baby. I am absolutely chuffed by the change to SIA. Special issue ammo being unnerfed is huge. That nerf alone, as I'm sure most of you remember, like that nerf alone in 10th made Deathwatch the worst army in the game. Well, at the time, I think it was still Drukhari, but anyway, it hurt a lot. And I know they did that to nerf Desolator Marines, because at the time you could target like a 10-man Desolator Marine with the, you know, all those SAI, and they had indirect fire, and you could bring a 10-man back then, and blah, 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 blah. But they changed it, so it's kill team, it's also kill team only. So, which makes sense, because they're the actual Deathwatch guys, right? So if you bring if you bring a Stern Guard veteran squad, you can't target them with SAI now. So they nerfed it a little bit. They wanted you to take the kill teams, but that makes sense. Like, the kill teams are fun. And honestly, the Indomitor kill teams shoot so much, you're probably only going to be using these on the Indomitor kill team most of the time. Yeah, I did mention that Terminator's got the kill team keyword now too. So that's just this. Yeah, this is a winner. This feels really good. I'm glad that they brought back mixed kill teams. I'm glad that they really supported them well. Like, +2 strength is just, get out of here, Loki. Stop being mean, jerk. Yeah. Deneath. Yeah, dude, the Talon kill team, or the Talon strike is pretty bad. And it's only because they require you to bring the normal intercessor guys. If you could just bring Inceptors, have them drop down with +1 AP, and not bring a 10-man. I didn't know that at the time either. There might be some play here, but I think the Talon Strike is a dud. Rip the Proteus kill team. All hail the Indomitor kill team. Did they change the... They did. So, on the Fortis kill team, I do want to point out, they changed the bolt rifle to be a little better. So it's the Deathwatch bolt rifle now. So it's an assault, heavy, and lethal hits. Still don't know if you're gonna bring many Fortis kill teams. The Fortis doctrine is just not that great, but they are cheap now. They're only 200 points for a 10-man. So you bring 1 kill team sergeant, you bring 2 intercessors. One of those guys can get a grenade launcher, and then you can fill out everything else with either Hellblasters, Pyroblasters, or Desolator Marines. So it could get pretty shooty. Oh, you're right. Damn Legion, you're absolutely right. The Deathwatch Bolt Rifle also has 2 AP. So the standard Intercessor has a Strength 5, AP 2, Damage 1 gun. Wow, yeah, I got so excited to go live. I didn't even look at that. Okay, Strength 5, -2, 1 damage. 2 attacks. I don't know. Maybe the Fortis has some play. I definitely think it's cool that, like, you can bring Pyroblasters now. I always thought that was a huge detriment of the Fortis team, is that you didn't get to bring a lot of the other Tacticus units. I'm a little sad they didn't include a kill team that let you bring Blade Guard, but oh well. Yeah. And I guess Hellblasters could be pretty cracked with SAI as well, because if you overcharge, you're at -4 AP with the -1 AP strat, or you could give them ignores cover. Could be pretty good, because you can still put like lieutenants in these units. Oh, actually, can you? Because these guys have to be led by... Yeah, okay. Anybody that can lead an intercessor squad can lead a Fortis kill team. So, like, you could put a lieutenant in here for lethal hits on all the Hellblasters. You probably wouldn't bring Pyroblasters if you did that, but there you go. With lethal hits on so many of these bolters outright, it kind of makes our mission tactic a little less spicy, because, I mean, I guess it's still awesome for melee, right? Like, your melee turn, you like pop lethal hits if you're going into some knights or something. So That's pretty good. What do you guys think? Yeah, Judiciary on melee kill team. I would probably put that bad boy in with a heavy thunder hammer Death Watch veteran squad personally. I'm pretty sure they can lead them. Let's check actually. Death Watch veterans. Oh no, that's right. It's Stern Guard. Can a Judiciary lead a Stern Guard veteran squad? Because a Judiciary gives fight first. You get a 10-man Death Watch veteran squad in there with a bunch of heavy thunder hammers. So you can have 4 heavy thunder hammers in a 10-man. Yeah, I don't know if the Judiciary can do that. Let me look it up real quick. Any other questions? Anything else I missed? That's I'm glad you guys were here to help lead me through this, because I definitely missed some things. The Judiciary can lead a Stern Guard veteran squad, so that's really cool. And you could give that guy the Thief of Secrets if you wanted. So he'd get 5 attacks at strength 9 minus 4 damage as soon as he powered up with fights first. That's pretty neat, I gotta say. And the Executioner Blade has devastating wounds. I forgot. Yeah, so I mean, we're already like thinking about combos in our heads. This index is a winner through and through. Denise, are you still there? What do you think, my dude? Stern Guard and Terminators could have been Proteus kill team. Yeah. They're obviously getting rid of those firstborn models, except for the Watchmaster and the Deathwatch veterans, so, and the Terminators, I guess, but there's the new bigger Terminators, so they're including them. Also, you can't get rid of a Terminator, like, it's absolutely iconic. Yeah. Let's look at the Corvus again. Did they change anything on here? No. All the profiles look the same. Yeah, the Talon Squad makes me sad too. It's free ingress if a jump captain can attach. That's a good point. Let's see. Anybody who can lead assault intercessors. My problem with that is they're 270 points for 10-man. Free, I guess it's free ingress, but their bonus is only the turn that you set it up on the battlefield. So you ingress, you get your lance, and then it immediately goes away on the turn that you need to use it. So now you've spent like what, 340 points on a unit that doesn't get its special ability. Bruh, it's so cheap. I mean, I guess you're a better player than I am, Denise. I guess I'm missing, like, you completely miss out on the doctrines here. Yeah. And you're probably gonna, yeah, that's true. You're probably gonna be using rapid ingress on whoever has the beacon. Maybe not every turn, but yeah. No bikers in Fortis, that's fine. Honestly, it was so weird to tell people they move like infantry. And Outriders, other than body blocking like a portion of the board, Outriders are pretty meh. Chainswords just don't do it. Yeah, I'm excited. And 6 Interceptors are usually 260 because they get the 3-inch deep strike. They and you get all those guns. And instead now you're gonna, in a 10-man, you're gonna have you're gonna have, actually, where do they go? Talent strength. So you're gonna have 3 normal assault intercessors in there, and then you can have 5. Oh, I see what he's saying. So because it's a 10-man, you get 5 inceptors for almost the price of 6, but then you get 5 other dudes who can also shoot or charge. Yeah. it just feels weird because it seems like it's going to be so hard to get this melee weapon with lance to go off, but if you want them to just shoot, that's pretty good, honestly. Prove armor pen, they are a kill team, so you could grab them after they shoot that turn with sight to sight teleportation, and then bring them back down again the next turn, and they get the +1 AP. So yeah, maybe there's some stuff there that I'm just not actually seeing. The points on this are nuts. Or 290 for the talent strike, 270 for the indom. My bad. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. It's 6:30. I gotta get my daughter up soon. Thank you everybody for joining. This is super cool. We're back, baby. The SAI change alone has me just like over the moon, and then to see that my indom teams got better. I love the Gravis armor. That's, yeah, you know, and you can still bring normal heavy intercessor squads to get the 2 up to 1 damage and stand on objectives and stuff. Very cool. I'm excited, my dudes. This is great. I love that they brought the mixed kill teams back. I was really worried that they weren't, so this makes me very happy. Thanks again, everybody, for joining in. I hope this was useful. I know that I kind of jumped all over the place, so I apologize, but yeah, this was fantastic. Thank you, everybody, again, and stand by for whenever the Grey Knight one hits as well. I'll want to bring that, so, or do one of these there as well. So I hope that the Grey Knight one is also good. If it's this good, I'll be happy. If it's as good as the T-Sense one, I'll be very happy. But I will see you guys later, all right? And don't forget to call your parents.